The cycle brand is proud of the 5,000-year-old heritage of our nation and has centered the company's mission and vision around the same. The Cycle Heritage Quiz is an endeavor in educating the future of India on our glorious past, our incredible architecture, our diverse culture, great works of our literary legends and artists, the courage of our warriors and freedom fighters, the rich contributions of our scientists, and many more aspects, which make us a truly great nation. We now have the final for the Jaipur cluster, where participants from across Rajasthan have taken part. First up, we are from the Cambridge Court High School, Kartikeya Chauhan. Welcome, Kartikeya.
Thank you, sir.
And Kartikeya, how was your experience playing the prelim rounds of the Cycle Heritage Quiz?
Sir, very interesting, and I love the quiz, sir. And when I heard the news, and I was very excited about it.
Great, fantastic, Kartikeya. All the very best, and we will now move on to contestant 2, that is Lakhan Khandelwal from the Cambridge Court High School.
Hello.
Hi, Lakhan. How are you doing?
I'm good. So the questions, they were very interesting and fascinating. They were very good level, and that boosted up my general knowledge. And I'm looking forward to this finals.
Great. All the best for the Jaipur Cluster Final. Next up, we have from the Delhi Public School in Jodhpur. We have Harshad Bishnoi. Welcome, Harshad.
सर
आपको कैसा लगा पार्टिसिपेट करके साइकिल हेरिटेज क्विज में?
सर मुझे ये साइकिल इन हेरिटेज क्विज पार्टिसिपेट करके मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा है. इससे मेरी जो नॉलेज है ना और ग्रो होगी. वैसे मैं तो अपनी नॉलेज ग्रो करता हूँ रोज ना रोज. कोई नए नए फैक्ट्स होते हैं, जैसे जीके, जैसे कि एसएसटी के नीचे हिस्ट्री है, जियोग्राफी है, उसके बारे में, दुनिया के बारे में कुछ कुछ पता चलता है, जैसे जियोग्राफी, पॉलिटिकल साइंस. अच्छा लगता है जब वर्ल्ड के बारे में पता चलता है. और ये हेरिटेज में पार्टिसिपेट करके अच्छा लगा मुझे.
बहुत बढ़िया.
नॉलेज भी ग्रो हुआ.
बहुत बढ़िया. तो हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपका नॉलेज की वृद्धि और भी हो इस क्विज से, और आप एंजॉय करें आज का क्विज और बहुत अच्छा करें. ऑल द बेस्ट. Let's move on to contestant 4, that is Vanshika Periwal from the DAV Centenary Public School. Hi Vanshika, how was your experience playing the prelim rounds?
So my experience was very nice during the prelims round, as it gains my knowledge. So yeah.
Great. All the very best, Vanshika. We will move on to contestant 5, and that is Trishta Sharma from the Cambridge Court World School. Welcome, Trishta.
Thank you, sir. Actually, I got to know about many things when I about heritage of India from this cycle heritage quiz.
Fantastic. Great, Trishta. All the very best. And now we will move on to round number 1, that is called Lakshya Bhed. Let's take a look at the rules of Lakshya Bheda. 1 question per participant. This round does not pass. Each question has 4 options. Each participant gets 3 attempts, plus 15 if you answer in the first attempt, plus 10 if you answer in the second attempt, and plus 5 if you answer in the third attempt. Let's move on to contestant 1, and that is Kartikeya. Kartikeya, here is your question. Indian Forest Service officer and tiger conservationist Fateh Singh Rathod is known for his work in the development of which national park? He spent many years at the location as field director. Is it A, Kanha National Park, B, Ranthambore National Park, C, Pench National Park, or D, Jim Corbett National Park?
Sir, I guess the answer is Ranthambore National Park.
Okay, let's click on B, Ranthambore National Park. Yes, that is indeed correct. Well done, Kartikeya. That's a super start. You get 15 points. And now we will move on to contestant 2, that is Lakhan. Lakhan, your question. During the Battle of Plassey, or the famous Battle of Plassey in 1757, Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah had the support of which of these foreign powers? Is it A, Portuguese, B, Dutch, C, Danish, or D, French?
So I guess it is Dutch, B.
All right, let's click on B, Dutch. Yeah, your next attempt, Lakhan.
French.
Let's click on D, French. Yes, that is correct. 10 points to you, Lakhan. Well done. And now we will move on to contestant number 3, and that is going to be Harshad. Harshad, your question. Maharaja Man Singh constructed the Jaipur in which fort to commemorate his victory over the armies of Jaipur and Bikaner? Is it A, Chittorgarh, B, Barmer, C, Mehrangarh, or D, Anupgarh?
Anupgarh.
Let's click on Anupgarh. That's the wrong answer. Agla attempt. Next attempt, please.
Mehrangarh.
Okay, आपने Mehrangarh कहा. Okay, Mehrangarh. Let's click on that. That's the correct answer. Well done. You get 10 points. Now let's move on to the next contestant. That is going to be Vanshika. Vanshika, your question. By what name do we better know the poet who had penned patriotic songs like "ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों" and "आओ बच्चों तुम्हें दिखाए झांकी हिंदुस्तान की"? Is it A, Kavi Pradeep, B, Javed Akhtar, C, Gulzar, or D, Ramdhari Singh Dinkar?
So, A, Kavi Pradeep.
All right, let's click on A, Kavi Pradeep. Very good, Vanshika. That's a lovely start. 15 points to you. And now we will move on to contestant 5. That is going to be Trishta. Your question. The weavers who first practiced the carve or craft, now known as Kota Doria, were known as Masuriyas. So where did the weavers originally come from? Is it A, Mumbai, B, Margao, C, Mysore, D, Meerut?
Sir, option C.
Let's click on C, Mysore. Yes, absolutely correct, Trishta. Well done. You get 15 points. With that, we come to the end of round number 1. Let's take a look at round 2. That is Jigyasa. Jigyasa, let's take a look at the rules. 1 direct question per participant, passes clockwise, plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. Okay. First question of Jigyasa coming up for Kartikeya. Kartikeya, your question. It is a dish-shaped sweet made from ghee, flour, and sugar syrup. This dessert has important significance in the Rajasthani tradition and is gifted to a newly married daughter on Sinjara, the day preceding Gangor and Tej. Identify the dessert.
Ghevar.
Ghevar is correct. Very good, Kartikeya. 10 more points to you. Superb start. Let's move on to our next contestant. Contestant 2 is Lakhan. Lakhan, here is your question. This style of embroidery uses the applique technique. Small pieces of zari ribbon are applied onto the fabric with the edges sewn down to create elaborate patterns. The production of these ribbons is carried out in Naila village, Khandela village, Jaipur city, and Johari Bazaar. What style of embroidery is being talked about?
Or is it Zardozi?
Not Zardozi. We will pass, and we will pass to Harshad.
Sari.
It's not sari. We will pass on to our next contestant. That is Vanshika.
Sir, maybe Banarasi.
Not Banarasi. We will pass on to contestant 5. And that is Trishtha.
Is it Theva?
Not Theva. Nice try. We will pass on to contestant 1. That is Kartikeya.
Sir, is it Gota?
Yes, it is Gota. Very good, Kartikeya. 10 points. Lovely answer. And you are looking very good on the scoreboard so far. Let's move on to our next contestant. That is going to be Harshad. Harshad, here is your question. Originally named Vishnu Priya, she was a poet and singer employed in the kingdom of Savant Singh. In 1727, she was brought to the princely state of Kishangarh. Nihal Chand, an artist, painted her side portrait, which made her immortal in the world of art. How do we know her better?
Sir, Krishna.
No, Krishna nahi. We have to pass to contestant 4, and that is going to be Vanshika.
Sir, maybe Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
No, let's pass on to the contestant 5, and that is going to be Trishtha.
Sir, I don't know.
Okay. Passing on to Kartikeya.
Sir, is it Banithani?
Yes, it is Banithani. Absolutely correct, Kartikeya. 10 points to you. Good answer. And now we will move on to contestant 4 for question 4. Vanshika, your question. This monument in Jaipur is an extension of the city palace built in 1799 as an exclusive multi-window spectator gallery for Janana or the royal ladies observing strict parda to observe life and festivities of the main street comfortably. Identify the monument.
Sir, Hawa Mahal.
Of course, this was an easy one. Vanshika, good answer. This is indeed the Hawa Mahal. 10 points to you.
I'm from Jaipur, so I can answer that.
Yes, of course, you should be able to answer that. That's a pretty easy one. Well done, Vanshika. You get 10 points. Luck of the draw, I guess. Let's move on to contestant number 5, and that is Trishta. Trishta, here is your question. Salim Durrani was a sportsperson who was born in Kabul. He also appeared in the 1973 movie Charitra. He represented India for many years and at domestic level represented Saurashtra, Gujarat, and Rajasthan, with whom he had the longest stint of his domestic career. Salim Durrani was the first Arjuna Award winner in which sport?
Tennis.
Not tennis. Okay. We will pass on to contestant 1, and that is Kartikeya.
Sir, is it cricket?
Yes, it is cricket. Absolutely correct. Salim Durrani, famous cricketer, first Arjuna Award winner in cricket. Well done, Kartikeya. 10 more points to you. I think you have done very, very well in this round. With that, we come to the end of round 2. Let's take a look at the scores. The scores after round number 2 are as follows. Kartikeya currently in the lead. He has already hit a half century. And last answer was cricket, so very apt. So he scored 55 points. We have 10 points for Lakhan, 10 points for Harshad, 25 for Vanshika, and 15 for Trishta. Top 2 from this round are going to qualify for our national quarterfinals. So it's time for round number 3 of the Jaipur Cluster Final. Round number 3 is called Trishanku. In Trishanku, let's take a look at the rules. 1 question per participant. This round does not pass. 3 clues leading to something or someone. Plus 15 for getting the answer in the first attempt. Plus 10 for getting the answer in the second attempt. And plus 5 for getting the answer in the third attempt. We will start off with contestant 5 this time, and that is Trishta. Trishta, here is your first clue. She was the daughter of Moropan Tambe and Bhagirathi Saprit.
I think Jhansi Ki Rani.
Yes, Jhansi Ki Rani is indeed correct. Well done, Trishta. You get 15 points. Good answer. We'll now move on to contestant 4, that is Vanshika. Vanshika, here is your question on screen, please. Syed Abdul Ghaffur Shah Bukhari was the first Imam of this mosque.
Sir, I want a clue.
Okay, second clue, please. The mosque, built between 1650 and 1656, was established within the historic city of Shahjahanabad, today part of what is known as Old Delhi.
Sir, I don't know.
Okay, last clue. This mosque was built by Emperor Shah Jahan.
Sir, Taj Mahal is.
Not Taj Mahal, it's a
Yeah.
mosque, right? Taj Mahal is a tomb. So think of famous mosques in Delhi, right? Built by Shah Jahan. So what is the most famous mosque in Delhi? Jama Masjid. Jama Masjid is the most famous mosque in Delhi, right? So Jama Masjid is what I wanted. As simple as that. No points for you, Vanshika. I'm sorry. We'll have to move on to Harshad. According to Mahabharata, it was born to the sage Kashyap and his wife Kadru.
Shakuni.
Not Shakuni. Next clue. Lakshman in the Ramayana and Mahabharata and Balaram in the Mahabharata have been considered in some sources as incarnations of this being.
Alia.
Not Kalia. That's a very good try. Last try. Or last clue. Lord Vishnu is depicted resting on this being, accompanied by Devi Lakshmi.
वो नागा होता है ना कालिया वाला.
I'm sorry, Harshad. Can't accept your answer. The answer is actually Sheshna. I wanted Adishesha or Sheshna, not Kalyana. Let's move on to the next contestant. That is Lakhan. A tiger is depicted on the logo of this financial institution established in 1935. Yeah.
Next.
Okay. One of its basic functions is to regulate the issue of banknotes and keeping of reserves with a view to securing monetary stability in India?
The Reserve Bank of India.
Yes, absolutely. It is the Reserve Bank of India. Very good answer, Lakan. You get 10 points. Good performance. Let's move on to contestant 1, who's had a brilliant outing so far, and that is Karthikeya. Karthikeya, here is your first. This award was given for the first time in 1954. Inaugural recipients were Satyendranath Bose, Nandalal Bose, Zakir Hussain, Balasaheb Gangadhar Kher, V.K. Krishna Menon, and Jigme Dorji Wangchuk.
Sir, is it Bharat Ratna?
Not Bharat Ratna, your next clue. The 22 winners or 2022 winners of this award were Prabha Atre, Kalyan Singh, Bipin Rawat, and Radheshyam Khemka.
Sir, Padma Vibhushan.
Yes, Padma Vibhushan, absolutely. Not the highest civilian award in India, or this is the second highest civilian award in India. Okay, so Padma Vibhushan is indeed the correct answer. Well done, Karthikeya. 10 more points to you. And now it's time to look at the scores. The scores after round number 3 are as follows. Karthikeya still maintains a very healthy lead. He's on 65 points. Contestant number 2, Lakhan, is on 20 points. Harshad is on 10 points. Vanshika is on 25 points. Trishta did a very good job in the last round, answering 15 points or getting 15 points by answering Jhansi Ki Rani. So she has moved into second spot. She's on 30 points. So now we have Karthikeya and Trishta who are our top 2. The top 2 from this cluster final are going to qualify for our national quarterfinal. So Trishta right now is holding on to second spot, but Vanshika, Lakhan, and Harshad still have a very good chance. Let's move on to round number 4. That is called Divya Drishti. Let's take a look at the rules of Divya Drishti. 1 direct question per participant, all based on visuals. Passes anti-clockwise, plus 10 for every correct answer, direct or on pass. Once again, we will start off with contestant 5, and that is Trishta. Trishta, your question. Name this Rajput ruler who fought against the forces of Babur at the Battle of Khanwa.
Maharana.
Not Rana Pratap. Let's move on to contestant 4, and that is Vanshika.
Sir, it is Swai Charat Singh.
Okay, no.
I don't
can't
remember
give-
the name clearly.
Okay, no, I need the full name. Let's pass on to contestant 3, and that is Harshad.
Rana Sangha.
Rana Sangha is right. Well done, Harshad. Absolutely correct. 10 points to you. Good answering, and you are back into the race. Let's move on to contestant 4 for the next question. That is going to be Vanshika. Vanshika, my question to you is, look at this visual carefully. What mythological incident is being portrayed in this painting?
Yes, sir, I don't know.
Okay, passing on to Harshad.
मतलब कि ये इस पेंटिंग में कोई ऊपर से नीचे आ रही है, मतलब पृथ्वी पे.
ठीक है, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Absolutely correct. Descent of the Ganga is what I wanted. Absolutely correct. Yes. You answered in Hindi. That's okay. You get 10 points.
Yeah.
Let's move on to question number 3. This is a direct one for Harshad. Okay, Harshad, you just have to name the monument.
सर उदयपुर.
Not Udaipur. We will move on to the next contestant. That is Lakhan.
So is it Brahma Temple in Pushkar?
Not Brahma Temple in Pushkar. We will move on to the next contestant. Let's move on to Karthikeya.
Is it Barabag Temple?
No, that's not correct. We will pass on to contestant 5, and that is Trishta.
Sir, I don't know.
Okay. Passing on to Vanshika.
Akshardham Temple.
Not the Akshardhan Temple. This is the Vyas Chhatri. This is a monument dedicated to Veda Vyas. Okay. Let's move on to question number 4 for contestant 2, that is Lakhan. Lakhan, your question.
Yes, sir.
In which cricket stadium would you see this famous bell?
So is the Lord's Cricket Stadium at England?
not Lord's Cricket Stadium. We will pass on to Karthikeya.
Sir, is it Eden Gardens?
It is indeed Eden Gardens, absolutely correct. 10 points to you, well done. And now we will have the last direct question, and that is going to be for you. Karthikeya, your question is, this stamp is dedicated to which famous business personality?
Sir, is it Ghanshyam Birla?
It is GD Birla. Well done, Karthikeya. That's a great note to finish off with. I think you end on 85 points, and that is, I think, a record score. And that's the highest score across all cluster finals. So here are the final scores. Karthikeya qualifies comfortably with 85 points. Lakhan, I'm sorry, did not work your way this time, but some good answers there from you as well. You scored 20 points. Vanshika, again, just missed out. You scored 25 points. Trishta and Harshad will play a tiebreaker with us. They are both on 30 points. So now we will play a tiebreaker for the second spot with Harshad and Trishta. Let's take a look at the rules for the tiebreaker. Sudden death question will be asked by Quizmaster. Participants have to answer on Zoom or private chat. First to answer correctly wins the tiebreaker. Okay? We'll now ask you the question. The UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Ajanta Caves and Ellora Caves are found in which state? All right. So I've received answers from Harshad and Trishta both. Both Harshad and Trishta have got the correct answer. They have written Maharashtra. But the first person to answer correctly is Harshad. Well done, Harshad. You win our tiebreaker and qualify for our national quarterfinal. The final qualifiers today are Harshad on second spot and Karthikeya. So the Jaipur Cluster Final at the Cycle Heritage Quiz 2022 saw a dominant performance from our eventual winner, Karthikeya. He answered questions in every round, especially the second round. He gave a brilliant performance. And he ended up with a record score across all clusters with 85 points and won this quiz. He will represent the Jaipur cluster in the national quarterfinals. All the other participants, Lakhan, Vanshika, Trishta, Harshad, were locked close together in a fight for the second spot. Each participant had its moments when they were in the lead for the second spot, but finally, it was Trishta and Harshad who ended up tied, and they had to play a tiebreaker. In a tiebreaker, we asked, in which state are the Ajanta Caves and the Ellora Caves both located? It was an easy question. It was all down to speed. Harshad showed the most speed and qualified. So it will be Harshad and Karthikeya who will be the representatives for the Jaipur cluster and will represent the state of Rajasthan in the national quarterfinals. Commiserations to all the other participants. Vanshika, Lakhan, Trishta, you all played well. It was a great achievement to qualify for the cluster final among so many participants. And we will see you in some quiz very soon. And I'm sure you would have learned a lot from the experience of the Cycle Heritage Quiz. And we will see you, the audience, in our next cluster final. Till we meet again, stay safe, stay happy, stay curious.